In today's Webflow tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create the blogs portion of our website. The first thing we're going to do is set up the CMS. Then we're going to create a blog page to format how the blog is going to be viewed. Then we're going to add a section for people to click on and read the blog posts. All right, in order to begin, what we're going to do is use Webflow's content management system, or CMS. So let's go ahead to the CMS button right here. And then what we're going to do is click on the plus icon to create a new collection. The first thing we're going to do is under collection name, just call it blogs. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and add the following fields. And if you want to know what fields and labels I'm using, you can refer to this table right here. Just take a screenshot or write notes on a notepad. Okay, with everything all set, go ahead and click on Create Collection. When this window pops up, we're going to click on Generate Sample Items. We're going to make sure 5 items is selected. And for describe, what we're going to do is type the following. Once you type that statement, click on Generate. So what we did was create the CMS, and we used generative AI to fill up the collection. What we can do now is just exit by clicking the CMS button right here. And the next thing to do now is click on the Pages button, and we're going to click on Blogs Template. Whenever you create a CMS table, what happens is there's a CMS collection page. So we're going to go ahead and click on Blog Template. So right now we're in a template page, and what the page allows us to do is just format it once so that one format can be used for multiple blog entries. The first thing we're going to do is click on body and then add a component. So Control E or Command E on a Mac. And when the search bar pops up, type component. And we're going to add in the navigation bar. After adding the navigation bar, then we're going to click on body again. We're going to add a container. Then the next thing we're going to do is click on body. And we're going to add in another component. And we're going to add the footer. Go ahead and click on container. And on the style panel, we're just going to add one rem to the top and 2 rem on the bottom. Okay. With the container still selected, what we're going to do is add an image element. And when you see the image window pop up, click the purple button and click on blog entry. There we go. Again, results may vary on what image would pop up. And there's one of 2 ways to set up an image with an element inside of a elements page, because what's happening is, since we're in a CMS page, when you put on text items or image items, you can link them to the CMS item within the table. So we can use the gear icon and then click on the settings there, or we can click on the settings tab and right here. All right. Now click on the container element and let's add a header. And we're going to link it to the blog title. And then we're going to, on the style panel, just go ahead and set it to, there we go. Set it in the middle. And click on container again. And we're going to add an element called rich text. And on content, we're going to click this button right here, and there we go. Now, the blog posts that are generated, they're really, really short. What we're going to do now is go ahead to the Pages button and click About. So Pages button, and then click About. The next thing we're going to do is set up a panel in where people can actually view the blogs that are available to read within this page. So click on Body. We're going to add a div block, and we're going to call it Blog. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and add a header. And we're just going to call it Blogs and set it to center. Okay, so we have the header. And what we're going to do now is add a container. And then inside the container, what we're going to do is add a collection list. Now, the source is going to be, again, from the blogs. And we're going to make sure this is used full width. The other ones are kind of hard to work with, but full width, this one right here. Go ahead and click the exit icon. And we're going to fan out the collection list and fan out, the wrapper and the list itself. We're going to go ahead and click on collection list. Again, click on collection list, and we're going to set it to a grid and set the columns to 3. There we go. So with collection item right here, we're going to select collection item and scroll down. I'm going to set the background to gray number 1. Then what we're going to do is implement a link block. And with the link block set up, what we're going to do is click on collection page, and then under page, select current blog and exit. What we're going to do now is click on collection item and then set the position from static to relative. And we're going to click on link block, and we're going to set it to the width and the height is going to be 100%. And the next step is we're going to set the padding to 1 rem all around. Okay, that's set. With the link block still selected, what we're going to do is go ahead and add an image. And we're going to have the image, we're going to connect it to the blog entry right there. And then click exit. And then select the link block again. We're going to add a header. Now, if you notice, the header is blue with the underline. I'll show you how to fix that momentarily. So we're going to link it to, let's see, hold on. Gotta move this here. We're going to link it to blog title. There we go. Now, click on link block and then scroll down. And for under typography, just set the decor to none, and then we could set the color of the text to black. There we go. It's easy to see. Perfect. The next step with the collection now is to organize it from the newest to the oldest. How we do that is click on Collection List Wrapper, and then go to Settings, and then for Sort Order, click the plus icon. The first drop down, what we're going to do is select it and click on Published On. And then the next option, we're going to set it from newest to oldest and click on Save. So assuming the next day you're going to put in a new blog entry, it should be right here. All right. One thing we're going to do now is, since we have this blog set up, what we have to do now is simply click the collection list wrapper. We're going to copy it, Control C or Command C on a Mac. Then go to Pages, and then go to Blog Template. Then what we're going to do is click on the container element right here, and then paste it. We scroll down, it's right here. Now, one thing we can do is, instead of showing all of these, we can just go ahead and just click on Collection List Wrapper, and then make sure the Settings tab is open. And then where it says Display Limits, we're going to click on Limit Items, and then instead of Show 100, just set it to 3, and we're all set. Now, if we notice, we have a bit of a gap here, so let's go to Style, and we're going to click on, there we go. Just click on Collection List, and then we're going to set it from 2 to 1. There we go. And if you go back to the About page, it's still the same right here. Now, to finish off this page, what we're going to do is click on Body, and then we're going to add a component, and that component is going to be the footer. There we go. That's all set. Then what we're going to do is click on Blog and set at least 2 rem space right there. Perfect. With that all set, you can actually go ahead and explore the blogs simply just by clicking on the link block, and then you can read the content right there, and then you could just keep going to others, and then you can go ahead to About and Blog and look all around there.